So, welcome to the FDR production. This is our third installment for our Kellie's Castle documentary, and I am Jay.
I think you're supposed to say your name first. No, you do. I am Aiman Haziq,
And I am Jay.
and today is the third installment of our 6-part series
Oh, you're gonna-
regarding Kellie's Castle. Yes, I'm hijacking the show.
He's
You
a
never
parrot.
knew who was the host.
He's a
You never
parrot.
knew. You never knew.
It's the parrot.
Okay,
So,
so
a parrot.
carry on.
Okay, right. So, today, our...
I'm most excited about this episode actually.
Yes, of course.
Because this episode, we're going to touch on the hauntings.
The hauntings.
Reports of well, basically the main reason why anyone watches
The
this series.
well-documented and allegedly...
Alleged. Okay, alleged.
Okay,
Put air quotes on that. Alleged.
please. So, are we gonna dive into it?
Well, before we do, let me just I just want to say that I feel like this episode is going to be just feel like this episode is going to be a lot of reports that we've read, we've done research on. So I want everyone to keep an open mind, but keep your doors closed. I say. That's all.
So, okay. So, there are several hotspots that was well reported. Hotspots.
Favorite spots.
Favorite spot. Not the like select.
Okay,
People,
so
no,
they're not
they're
like
not.
picky. Like, oh, I like this corridor.
No,
I'm gonna pick
maybe
this.
there was a
Okay.
sentiment towards that spot. So
Ghosts have
I-
feelings too.
maybe not. So there was a ghost sighting in at the balcony, and his daughter's room. Helen.
Helen.
Yes,
Is it
Helen.
Helen or Helene? Helen.
So there's a sight in Helen's room, and then
I heard there was
those strange sounds that was, what was it called, the underground tunnel. There was a strange sound in those underground tunnels. They were reportedly it was in the mid of day, so with broad light, and then there was like tang,
In the tunnel.
in those tunnels. So there's just a sneak peek for those underground tunnels. We're gonna dive into it in this episode. In those corridors, those are William Kellie's favorite hotspot.
In the corridor.
Those corridors, those balcony corridors. So William Kellie loved that spot. He always like goes to it like those sightseeing towards his open area besides the castle.
He does the mannequin challenge.
So, this was a report by a couple of tourists that were like sightseeing in those castles. In those open areas, those couple of tourists saw an entity of a dude.
A dude.
A guy. Okay, actually.
Okay, just imagine like a ghostly humanoid apparition with a baseball cap, a skater on the side,
Okay, no.
baggy jeans.
So, okay, let me rephrase that back.
Okay.
It was a man in those colonial suit.
Attires. Oh.
Attires, yes, thank you.
Hmm.
Moving on to the second one, the daughter's room. So there were same thing. A couple of tourists saw an entity in those room, and in addition, they heard of running steps.
Child steps.
I don't know if it's a child step or not because it was not reportedly. So they heard the steps, like running footsteps, something like that. And moving on to those underground tunnels. So, as I mentioned before, there are a report of hearing those what was it? Those cling
What, mining sounds?
Those mining
I
sounds.
see.
Those construction sounds.
Construction.
Yes,
Oh my god. We
those
forgot roads and
construction
things. Construction sounds.
So those are the sentiments I have mentioned before. And William Kellie, he loved those sightseeing. He loved to roaming those castles. So, and his daughter Helen said maybe his daughter loved her.
Is it a he or is it her?
So maybe the daughter loves her room, and those ghost construction workers
What, love their job? Right, they were kidnapped. The ghost construction workers love their job. They were kidnapped
No.
from India.
No, they were not
Okay.
kidnapped. They were
I
not kidnapped.
mean,
They were not kidnapped.
okay,
Okay.
they were they were
So they were like,
influenced to join William Kelly Castle on his journey to Malaysia. Worked on his castle without any payment, and they loved the work so much that they didn't leave the castle years after William abandoned it.
even after they died.
Well, this is the thing. Most of the workers were Indian, right? Most of the workers that were hired to build the castle were from Indian origin. So a little like fun fact: Mr. Gopal was said to be one of the Indian workers who used to work on the construction of Kelly's castle. Now, his story is that he tends to possess visitors. Yes. When visitors come to Kelly's castle, there will be an entity, apparition, something that would possess the visitors, and they will make the visitor talk in English.
This is on me, my personal side. I don't like those ghost stuff actually. I am terrified of them. I believe in them. I believe in those stories. So
I don't.
I'm not.
I don't. Come get me, Mr. Gopal. Come at me, bro. I'm not scared of you.
He
You don't
might
exist.
insecure. He might insecure by your English actually.
So Mr. Gopal possesses visitors, makes them or like forces them to talk in English, right? And then he will introduce himself as make the visitor introduce themselves as, "Hi, I'm Mr. Gopal." Okay. Yes, exactly. Now, Mr. Gopal's story is not very interesting, but
Intriguing.
Intriguing.
Is that
Say it right before I can continue.
okay? Sorry.
Intriguing.
Oh, intriguing. Okay.
Okay. So, Mr. Gopal's story is that he was one of the Indian workers who was brought to Malaya by William Smith. And then he felt betrayed because William Smith had promised to send him back to India. Yes. And it was supposed to happen during, well, William Kelly Smith still inhabiting the castle. But the promise was not fulfilled, and Mr. Gopal was left there after William had left a long time ago. Now he stayed there and was, well, not exactly forced to work there, but he had nowhere else to go. And therefore, allegedly, people say that he died in the castle grounds, still looking for a way back to India and also seeking revenge on William Kelly Smith.
That's some wicked story. Background stories. Damn, those are villain arc something.
Imagine a villain arc coming after
Possessing
Yeah,
someone
exactly.
from the circle group.
again
So,
alleged. I'm doing like every 3 minutes we're going to go have an alleged what do you call it, key mile. Like, we have to
alleged
remind
box.
everyone
Yes.
that everything is alleged. It's all alleged.
Alleged.
Unlegit, alleged. See what I did there? Unlegit, alleged.
Okay.
I mean, when you talk about the whispers and all that, so those are like auditory hauntings, right? Hauntings from sounds. Aside from the
So
what do you
there's a category for it. For those.
I just made it up. Well, but auditory hauntings, right? Like those hauntings came from sound. Some of the screams were allegedly reported to be horrid, screams of torture, screams of terror, well, basically screams of pain. So, a fun fact for that we've discovered is that there was a time during the Japanese inhabitants in Malaya, they had prisoners, right? Japanese loves prisoners. This is us just piecing pieces together. The prisoners could have been random citizens, or they could have been the workers who were working on the castle. But according to the story, is that Japanese used to gather the prisoners in the castle's compound, tortured and executed them on the ground there. Yeah, so the screams of terror that people report to hear could have come from those people. Another fun fact or another report is from the story of Anne Erskine. I can never say the name right. Erskine? Erskine?
Can I?
Yes.
And Erskine. Yes.
Erskine.
Erskine. Yes.
Okay. Well, the thing is, she was one of the residents who stayed after William Kelly Smith had passed away. Yes.
He passed away in Lisbon, right? In
He
Portugal.
passed away in Lisbon, exactly. So there was no direct story. There's no real proof of anything, but it is said that Anne died on castle grounds. But there are two stories to it. One of them was Anne died from falling a staircase.
Yeah, falling the spiral staircase.
The spiral staircase. She fell from those staircase.
Do you know why I laugh?
Why?
Because if you wanna enter, the entrance for the castle is through the castle.
Really?
Through the spiral staircase.
She didn't made it 5 minutes in the castle, did she? She was in there for 5 minutes going up the castle.
Maybe she was like wanna go out or something.
Maybe. Just and I'm not shit. I'm not. I'm not attacking Anne. Anne was a very good person. Okay, she has some credibility to her name, but there was reports that said Anne passed away from falling down the spiraling staircase. There were also reports where Anne fell from a window.
Spiral staircase.
Spiral staircase or a window. So we don't know which one is which, but it is said that some of the ghost sightings, like when you see an apparition of a woman with a blouse from the windows, that is Anne. If you want to go look for any more stories or you want to read about it, you can look up online. There's a lot of stories, and we only could cover a few.
Yeah,
in fact, we made it pretty general for everyone who is interested. We don't want to like spill all the facts because again we're in alleged territory.
There's a report in social media, in Facebook, Reddit,
Online articles and all that. We generalize them for you. If you're really interested in the details, you can go visit those sites. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. You can find it anywhere because Kellie's Castle is infamous for these stories.
There's haunting phenomenon.
Especially Mr. Gopal.
Mr. Gopal, yes.
Yeah, Mr. Gopal is always in our hearts. You know, we are still finding a way, but don't worry not. We will be filming on site at Kellie's Castle. We will visit the place. Maybe you guys can summon Mr. Gopal from your screens.
Okay, I'd rather not.
And ask him to come and visit us when we come and visit the castle. Mr. Gopal.
I know I'm bad English, so please.
But anyways, that should be all for today's installment.
Episode is.
And yeah, we hope you enjoyed the stories about the hauntings that happen in Kellie Castle. The next episode hopefully will be on site and we can bring
Hopefully.
I mean we gotta tease them a little bit, right? Yeah, we like to tease you people. So not in that sense. We like not in that sense. But anyways, yeah, that is all for this episode. We hope you enjoyed the hauntings of Kellie's Castle, and we will see you next time.
Stay tuned from the Roots production.
Did we mention our name in the start?
Wait,
Did we mention that we were from FTR Production?
I did.
Okay. So yeah, stay tuned to FTR Productions, and we will see you in the next one. I was about to say bye bye, and then like
why would you say bye bye?
we'll see you in the next one, but it seems so natural.